Hey y'all, it's Nikki Nicole. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about friendships overall. That's gonna be what we're going to start off talking about. I got asthma, y'all. I need a asthma pump. Please disregard that. But yeah, we're gonna start off with friendships. I really like this setup, so I might start recording here just because it's just so peaceful and calm. A disclaimer before I say any of what I need to say. What I'm gonna speak on today has everything to do with previous things. It's not what I'm currently feeling in my friendships and things like that, but this is just previous feelings and emotions. I think growing up with the generation that we're in today, it's very hard to find true authentic friendships, period. At least I have struggled with that in the past, finding people who are genuinely wanting to be your friend without making it about them. I think especially COVID really altered everything for us. For example, COVID hit for me when I was in 8th grade, and that is kind of like a very big year. It's like the year before you enter, at least where I grew up, it's the year before you enter high school. I think my peers are mentally stuck in 8th grade because they fully did not mature at the rate that other people did. Ultimately, I've noticed throughout my high school experience and things like that, I really struggle with, finding authentic people who genuinely have my best interests at heart, and people who genuinely care for what I have to say and genuinely want to be my friend. I've struggled with that. Let me just break down what I personally think of as a good friend or as a friendship or anything like that. When I think of a friend, I think of reciprocity, number one. I think of being there for one another, and it's an even balance. My personal experience, I felt like I was always giving, and there was nothing being given back to me. And when you're on that end, that can feel really crappy and really dull. You can feel very empty because at the end of the day, friends are supposed to uplift each other, and I think it's so hard to be in a place where that isn't the norm. I feel like there's a whole thing of no new friends and not making new friends and being scared to make new friends because you don't want to lose the other ones, and people get jealous of their friends making new friends. And I think it's good to make new friends. It's good to have different perspectives on things, because if you have the same friend throughout all of your years, I mean, that's okay if it works for y'all, but sometimes you need to branch out because you change. Everybody changes, right? So me personally, when I think of friendships and trying to navigate that realm, it's just interesting when I see people abusing friendships. I look at friendships as I look at any type of relationship. I look at friendships as we're in this together, and if you're struggling, I'm gonna be there for you, right? And vice versa. Not if you're struggling, I'm gonna be there for you, but if I'm struggling, you're good, you got it, sorry, I got something else to do. Clock it. Who are we to do that? It's just very selfish. I used to be a people pleaser. I used to always want to please others. I wanted to be there for somebody all the time. I wanted to be yes, let's go. Yes, no, it's okay. Even if you're hurting me in the process, it's okay because, you're going through something. But at the end of the day, if somebody's going through something mentally and they're taking it out on you, it's not an excuse to treat you like crap. I said it. Because if they really loved you, they would be like, hey, this, that, and the third. I'm sorry. I've been going through some things, and I didn't mean to take it out on you. Or they would not treat you like crap. And you just gotta watch out for that. I'm speaking for personal experience. There have been times where we all go through rough times. We're teenagers. Almost not teenagers, but we're teenagers, and we go through things. Everybody goes through something, right? And sometimes you want your friend there, right? And I'm always that friend. And it's come to a point where now I'm I stopped being a people pleaser. If I'm feeling your needs and I'm helping you out and you're not helping me out, we have to have a talk. We have to chat about it. because I'm not going to instantly be like, bye, peace, leave me alone. No, we have to talk it out, because at the end of the day, like, I care for you and I know that you care for me, but it feels like there's an imbalance here. Friendships are also a very tricky thing. Like, I take my friends very seriously. A lot of my acquaintances are people who are like in school people who I wouldn't really fully gravitate towards. Also, I saw this thing on TikTok that was like, I don't even know who said it, but pay attention to how you feel after you hang out with somebody or a group of people. Pay attention to how you feel. If you feel like empty or like sad or self-conscious or insecure after you hang out with somebody, they're probably not the best people to hang out with. I'm saying. And maybe that's been your best friend for like years and years and years. Or maybe you just met these people. I don't know. But if they make you feel like crap, don't hang out with them. That's all that I have to say. There are going to be people in your path who are going to come and have the same energy that you give. There's going to be people, and it might take years. It might take a really, really long time. But there's truly somebody for you who's waiting to be your best friend. If you let distractions go, if you let people who aren't on your same wavelength go, you're making room for the people who are on your wavelength, who are going to support you, who are going to be reciprocal, who are going to be there for you in your darkest times, and who's going to know you inside out, who's going to know how you react to things, and who's going to give you the best advice. That's what you're going to attract, right? But if you're surrounded by people who make you feel like crap, talk bad about you, only talk about men, only talk about their relationships, only complain, if you surround yourself with those type of people, you're going to become them. You're going to become them. And you're going to start feeling like that more consistently because you're hanging out with those type of people. That's all I'm saying. I'm the type of person who people really gravitate towards as far as like coming to me for advice. I've always been the type of person people always like to come to me for advice because I'm somebody who gives good advice, I think, at least, or somebody who's a safe spot to talk to, who wouldn't bring out any of their business or talk behind their back or anything like that. So people tend to gravitate towards me in telling their personal issues and things, and getting my insight on things. Because of that, because I was always a person who was, you know, absorbing that information. I'm also an empath, so whatever you're feeling, baby, I'm feeling as well, because I love you and I support you, right? And I pick up very, very fast on people's energies. I sense that something's off, and I'm very, very like in tune with my mind that way. So I had this one instance where I was, you know, realizing that this one friendship was this person just constantly talking about their relationship problems to me. That was what our friendship consisted of. Them just coming up to me, talking to me about all of the things that were going wrong in their relationship, or all the problems that they were having with this particular person, and all these things in their like love life. And I'm fine with that. Like, I'm fine. I love giving advice. I love being there for you. You know, that was it. And you know, when I came to this person about something that I was going through or anything like that, it kind of got brushed away. And I had a conversation with this person, and it didn't really click in their brain. And long story short, we're not friends anymore, you know, because it's the energy that you present, you know, and the people that you surround yourself with, you're going to become. You really are. For example, me personally, I've always been a very observant, very kind, I wouldn't even say reserved, because I'm lit, I'm up, but just not in your face person, right? When I was younger, I usually surrounded myself with those type of people because we kind of like clicked in that way. And that can be a good thing, you know, if you surround yourself with the people that are like you, it could really benefit you. But also if you surround yourself with people who are kind of like not like you, like people who are very, very loud and big, you're gonna start to turn out like that, and that can be for the better or for the worse, whichever one you prefer. Just pay attention to the people that you surround yourself with and the emotions that flood into you after you hang out with them, especially in college. That's also what, like, I'm not even gonna get too much into college because I am currently at college, at school right now, but that's also something that I've just been observing. You know, how do I feel after I hang out with these certain people? Anybody. My high school friends, it just felt very dull. I came across because I moved around a lot as a kid, and I came across like the same exact person, just in different fonts. And that's boring to me. I don't want to hang out with you because I already met you 2 cities ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even mean to be rude or anything like that. Like, because I know that you're not that. But you act like the same person that I met 2 cities ago that you don't even know. You know, I feel like it's all this superficial, like, everybody acts the same. And I'm like, dang, is there anybody who's actually authentic? Is there anybody who's actually authentic who doesn't have, like, this persona put on? Or this fake front? I feel like there's so many bland people out here. There's more bland people than creative people, in my opinion, that I've met my age. There's a lot of bland people who just like are, me personally, boring. And I clock that real fast. And if I hang out with you and in the middle I'm just like, this is a boring interaction, baby, I'm leaving. I also think we have to, at least I'm working on getting comfortable with leaving. Like, if I don't like where I'm at right now, if I don't like being in this friendship, if I don't like hanging out with you, oh sorry, I gotta go. Because I'm realizing that I love being by myself. I love sitting down and just being by myself, because that's, it's just so nice. I would rather be by myself than with people who don't like me, or who only like me for this, that, and the third, or who only like me because I hear them out, or who only like me because I give them advice. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I got emotions too. You can't keep taking from somebody who's always giving. Can't. And the giver, at some point, needs to just, you know what? I'm not going to give. I'm going to use the fuel that I give to you to myself and pour into myself. You know? Still give advice when it's asked, but I'm not going to always give to you. I'm not going to always give to you. You feel me? And that's exhausting. And ultimately, you're living your life for other people instead of for yourself. So that's what I've been also trying to work on. Like, you are your biggest best friend, and you have to help nurture and grow that relationship with yourself first before you can do anything, before you can have any type of relationship, whether it be love, friendship, whatever. You have to tap into yourself and be your inner best friend first before you indulge in all these type of different things, different relationships, which I'm trying to really definitely work on. You know, if I'm not feeling it tonight, I'm not feeling it tonight. If I don't want to go out tonight, I'm not going to go out tonight. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise. Like, if I don't want to go out, I'm not going to go out. Sue me. And I'm not going to feel bad about it either. Because I need that for myself. Self-love, self-care. I'm a huge advocate about self-love, self-care, because as I grow up, as I realize, you know, oh yeah, like I'm becoming an adult, you know, like I have my responsibilities, you know, I don't stay at home no more, I live in a dorm, right? As I like dissect that, I'm realizing that at the end of the day, you know, you can have all the love surrounding you, but you also have to have love within yourself in order to lead with your heart. I'm really working on leading with my heart, and the start of that is nurturing and growing your self-love. I feel like sometimes people look at self-love as like self-care days, or like, which it is, but like I feel like sometimes when we think of self-love, it's like face masks and spa day, but when I think of self-love, I think of always being my best advocate. You know, if my friend was sad, I've gotten so much advice on this, it's crazy, but if my friend was sad, how would I react to my friend being sad? You know? What would I do? I would try to cheer them up. So if I'm sad, I'm going to try to cheer myself up. At the end of the day, you know, me personally, I moved out of state for college, right? So it's literally just me. I call my parents all the time, every day, right? All the time, multiple times a day, actually, at that. But it is just me. It's just you in this world. I'm stuck with myself for the rest of my life. So I might as well, you know, tap into that. Self-love is a huge, huge journey, and we could make a whole nother video about it, but we're already starting. But friendship-wise, I think what I see often is people wanting to hang out with people just because they don't want to be alone. So they hang out with people who don't really align with them, or make them feel like crap just because they're afraid to be alone. And my advice to that is live in the being afraid to be alone. Because once you overcome that, once you overcome like, I don't like being alone, once you overcome that and live in that moment, you're gonna learn a lot about yourself. A lot about yourself. Because I know people who are just always with people all the time, and I'm thinking, you don't have any space to just breathe for you. Honestly, for me personally, I can't study with other people. I can't really, unless it's like, you know, I'm working on scene work or something like that. I can't really study for real with other people, because I just get distracted and I feel like I'm not in it for myself. And yeah, I have to take the step back. I'm very good at just being like, yo, I'm gonna take a step back. Y'all can go do that thing. I won't feel bad. I won't feel jealous. Y'all can go hang out and do whatever you need to do. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and then we can reconnect. And some people take that personally. I don't really know what to tell you in that. Some people do take that very personally, because they're like, wait, why don't you want to hang out with me? But baby, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me and my self-love. Relationships are a very tricky thing, because sometimes when you're like, I don't want to be lonely, so I'm gonna hang out with all these people who are gonna make me feel like crap after, but at least I'm not lonely. And that's not really the best way to look at it, because when you live with being alone, you uncover so much about yourself. You fall in love with yourself. And I know that sounds narcissistic. I know that sounds like, okay, girl, like, no, but you re-fall in love with yourself. You have to get close with you before you can get close with other people. You know, friendships don't really work out in my favor, for real. It's been really hard, you know, trying to find authentic friends and authentic people. But recently, if you do not serve me in any type of way, and you make me feel like crap after I hang out with you, gone. And I don't even mean to be rude. I don't even, and I talk to you about it and it doesn't change, or it's just there's nothing that's gonna happen, you're gone. I'm leaving. I have become really comfortable with letting things go and letting relationships go in order to make space for the things that are meant for me. Because I believe that there is my best friend out there. I 100% believe that. I believe that my best friend is out there. My best everything is out there. But I need to release the things that are not serving me, that are not making me feel good, out of my life, so I can make that path. If they're still there, there's no room for that person to come in. At the end of the day, if you have people in your life, friends specifically, because it's about friends, it's a friends episode. If you have friends in your life who are there for you constantly, who are always going to advocate you, reciprocal all the time, who are your best friends for real, like actual best friends, not just saying your best friends because you're afraid of being alone and I guess you guys hang out all the time, so I guess that means it's your best friends, but somebody who's actually your best friend, my advice for that is just hold on to them. Hold on to them, because that's rare. I feel like that's hella rare in this generation. But also know that, like, you know, everybody changes, and maybe y'all don't, maybe eventually y'all will change at different rates, and then there might be an issue, or just like, you know, living in that. People who are struggling with having friends, or always feel like they're not people's first pick in certain things, or people who always feel like they're an outsider looking in, or somebody who's like never find somebody who's like them, I'm gonna say this to you: your time is coming. Your friend, your best friend is coming. I don't know when, but they're coming. And have faith in that. Have a confidence in that. And I would say to you also, specifically to those type of people, look in on yourself and how you treat yourself. And I guarantee you that if you treat yourself the way that you used to always treat your friends, or you always treat your friends, you're gonna start attracting those type of people in your life. Amen to that. I don't even know if there's anything else for me to say. Like, and it's easier said than done, because I know there can be, obviously there's gonna be a sense of loneliness, because you're just gonna be like, I don't have anybody in my life. What the heck? Like, what's happening? I don't feel like I have any friends who are authentic, who are gonna be there for me. So I just have to look in on myself and be my own advocate. But it's hard, because, you know, you want to be around people, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't be around people. Be around whoever you want. Experiment with the type of people that you like to be around, and the people that you like to hang with. And also, like, Tap into yourself and do things that make you feel good. Make the effort to hang out with other groups of people that you wouldn't necessarily think that you would want to vibe with. Because no new friends doesn't exist. Because at the end of the day, your current friends now were your new friends at one point. No new friends. That doesn't exist. Bull. I call bull crap on that. It's okay to make friends. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let go and start fresh and not have somebody stuck to your hip since kindergarten. It's okay. Friend breakups are so hard. So freaking hard. And I understand that. Sometimes you're like, we've been friends since a jump. And now I don't like the person that you're becoming. And you don't like the person that I'm becoming. And now we're just supposed to like not be friends anymore. And then you guys are like, no, we can figure it out. And sometimes you can't figure it out, but also sometimes you just need to let it go. As hard as it is, sometimes you just gotta let it go. We all change, we all grow and develop. And it's gonna be lonely. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's gonna be lonely because you know you're figuring everything out for real. And so there's gonna be some chapters where it's gonna be down, and there's gonna be some chapters that's gonna be up. That's life. Life is like this. So don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. Think of it as reteaching yourself how to love again. In a time of being alone, use that as fuel to reteach yourself how to love yourself again. Period. And with that, thank y'all so much for listening to this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all. Peace out.